right, the Good Stuff pet truck has been traveling across the country. I mean, we're talking coast to coast to help educate pet owners about the powers of positive reinforcement in dog training. You'll have your chance to see the truck up close tomorrow in D.C. And here to tell us more, Greg and Len, and of course their furry little friend, Ollie. So hey guys, how are you?
Morning, how are you?
Morning. Okay, I'm going to start with you, Greg. I'm going to swipe right over here, and I want to ask you, tell me about this truck. The Good Stuff pet truck. What's it about?
Basically, what we're doing with the Good Stuff pet truck is we're going all across the country, like you said, and we're promoting healthy pet nutrition with grain-free dog and cat food. Basically, providing a healthy alternative for people to get their pets like nice long lives.
Right, and it's important to know that we as adults, as human beings, are starting to take a turn and want to eat better foods. We want to take care of our bodies, and so that kind of thinking applies to our four-legged friends as well.
Absolutely. If we're going to treat ourselves, we're going to do our best to be healthy ourselves. We better do so for our pets as well. So
what are we looking for in dog food? What are some of the staples that we need to find, or some of the things that we need to avoid?
Well, like I was saying, grain-free is a great option. That's basically what we're all about. You know, nowadays it's easy as just going to your local grocery store to go in and get a grain-free option. But basically the corn, wheat, and soy, all this stuff could cause a lot of allergies for your dog.
And tummy problems.
Tummy problems, skin problems, all sorts of problems. So, you know, if you have a good option to get grain-free dog food and cat food, and it's affordable, you know, why not go for it?
Absolutely, and so that's something you guys are going to be doing tomorrow. We'll come out and visit you along U Street, the Good Stuff pet truck. There'll be some samples for people to try?
Absolutely. I believe we're going to be at Shaw Dog Park tomorrow, and from 4 to 7, so come on by, bring your dogs, bring your cats, you got any other pets, bring them, you know, bring whatever.
As well.
But we'll have Lynn here, our dog trainer. She's going to be helping out, so bring your dog. We're going to have some dog training, all sorts of stuff like that. We're going to be giving out treats, different coupons, different water bowls, cool stuff. So come on by.
Cool stuff indeed. All right, well, hi Lynn, how are you?
Hi, good. How are you?
All right, so let's talk about positive reinforcement when it comes to training our pups, because we don't want to just discipline them when they do something wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. And positive reinforcement is about training our dogs to do what we want them to do and showing them, what do we want you to do instead? For every problem behavior, what do we want to see instead? Because no isn't very good feedback. So we don't use any sort of choke chains, prong collars, shock collars, anything like that.
Right.
We use rewards, reinforcement through food, toys, praise, all sorts of good things to teach our dogs what we want to see.
So give me a quick example. I know Ollie is seeking shade right now is what he's doing, but give me a quick example. Like, for example, if you have a puppy, and puppies tend to chew, what is something you would do to reinforce positivity for the dog instead of like, no, don't chew on that?
Absolutely. So you offer them a trade. So instead of chewing a shoe, here's a bone that you can chew on instead. And you teach them to make a game of it, so they become really good at learning, drop it, because, hey, I've been rewarded so many times for dropping this thing I have in my mouth, and they learn what's appropriate to chew instead.
Right. And it's also important to make good decisions, because you don't want to give them, if they're chewing on your shoes, you don't want to give them a sock, because that still has your scent on it. So they're just like, I can chew on mommy's shoe, sock, or whatever she has.
Right, exactly. You want to give them a really appropriate toy, a really appropriate bone, anything that you want them to chew on instead.
Do you find it's harder to train the dog or the human when they come to visit you in the truck?
That is a great question. You know, a lot of times there are a lot of myths out there as far as dog training are concerned, and so we work to try to teach humans. Training doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be a punishment for you or your dog. It can be really fun and it can be really rewarding. So, but it does take timing. It does take some skill. So a lot of time it's teaching the humans what to do, so that the dogs, and the dogs, once their human knows what to do, they're usually pretty willing to comply.
There you go. All right, I'm going to let you show off Ollie's skills while I sit back here. And again, you're going to be at the Shaw Dog Park tomorrow.
That's right, from 4 to 7. So make sure you bring your dog, and Lynn will be doing some training as well. So come on over.
That's going to be tomorrow afternoon at the 11th Street Northwest at the Shaw Dog Park from 4 until 7. Look how well behaved Ollie is. He's 7. Lynn, real quick, is there a dog that's too old? I mean, can you teach an old dog new tricks?
You absolutely can. We encourage training. Can be all sorts of, all ages, all types, all breeds, all sorts of good stuff. So, yeah.
All right, thank you both for coming out today. And let's get little Ollie here some water. This poor little pup needs some water. All right, the Good Stuff pet truck, make sure you stop by and see them tomorrow at the Shaw Dog Park between 4 and 7. All right, folks, stay with us. Yes, I know we've gone to the dogs, but we're going to commercial break, and we will be right back. Woo!